Welcome everybody back to BoostinMotion, guys, and today I want to give you guys a constructive review of the Dropbear solid transmission mount for my q60 and q50 all-wheel drive. Before I get into the video, please hit the like button if you're part of Like Squad. If you've been watching all my videos, I don't know why you guys haven't been hitting the like. If you guys want me to be successful, please hit the like button. I'm not trying to be pushy, but a lot of you guys love the big successful channels. Guess why they're successful? You guys hit the like button. That's it. You guys watch the videos from the start to finish. So if you want me to be one of these big YouTubers and you really want to support the BoostinMotion family, this is a nice way to do it. Anyway, guys, let's jump into it. So it's been about, I would say, about a week and a half since I've installed the Dropbear solid transmission mount for my all-wheel drive. And what I gotta tell you is, after about, because I daily drive my car, so some of you guys don't daily drive your car, but I daily drive my car. My car is always being moved, and you guys gonna want my honest opinion and review for this product. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Mike. I know Mike might be watching. This is very subjective. I'm gonna break this into two classes of people, right? If you are the type of guy who like to get the most performance out your car, you really care about how the driving dynamics of the car feels, this is an excellent product. You need to get this product exactly for that, because this car, that solid transmission mount definitely changes the feeling and the shifts of the drive line of this car. The car does feel a little bit, I don't want to say planted, but because the stock mount is so soft and it moves back and forth, right? I think I have a video. Go check that video up above. I'll put the link to it so you guys can see, or maybe I'll put like a screenshot of how soft the stock mount is. So because these cars have a lot of torque, the transmission rotates, and you can actually feel it sometimes when it's shifting gears. Because we have soft engine mounts, because we have soft transmission mounts, you can actually feel when this car is changing gears with the amount of torque it changes it with, right? But what I gotta add is, when I went with the solid transmission mount, I don't really feel that anymore. It feels, oh, this is tight. This is New York stuff for you. Oh my God. I did not run a red light. But what I can tell you guys is this: the transmission shifts are a lot more firmer. I don't feel that kick. It's like it's and it feels a lot better. Now, if I went with like a Z1 Motorsports polyurethane mounts, which I do have, I just don't know if I'm going to install on this car yet. But it definitely gives you firmer shifts, and I do enjoy driving the car spirited more often, right? Now, as a regular daily driver, some of you guys are older, you don't really care for this type of stuff. You really just want the performance and leave everything else stock, or some other modifications. But if you're a regular dude, what I gotta give you the pitfalls is this: it is a bit noisy. If any of you guys have ever driven a dual clutch transmission from like an M3 M4 or a GTR, they're active transmissions. You can hear a lot more of the noise coming from the transmission, from the torque converter, the gears rotating. And with this car, you do hear it. Now, when I first installed it, I thought something was wrong, because I've never installed a transmission mount, a solid transmission mount on any of my cars. But once I got to hear it, I was like, okay, this is different noise. It almost sounded like the engine was low on oil when I first heard it. Like when I started driving it, it was weird. When it's in neutral, you hear like a whirling noise. You guys might not be able to hear it. And once you put it in gear, it kind of goes away. But once you start driving, you can hear the gears change. I'm not saying like notchy noises. It's like an alternator whining type of noise that you do hear from the transmission. Now, the first day I didn't like it. But as it's a week and some change later, it's been a good amount of days now, daily driving the car, I can now drive the car with no music on. Before I was like, I gotta put the music on because I'm not really digging the noise. But now I think it's okay. I'm perfectly fine with the noise that comes with it. Now, doesn't say that I don't miss the cabin being quiet, because I still rather not have the noise. And so, I'll be honest with you, this G35 has been here forever, with its window down, just parked since the snowstorm. I'm talking about for about 2-3 months now. Someone's G35 is just sitting there. What if this person might have died or something? But anyways, so if you're the guy who wants to drive the car regularly, you don't really want much noise, I would tell you guys to skip this modification. Honestly, I would tell you guys to skip this modification because it's not something that people commonly would want to install in a car. I believe if there was some kind of polyurethane, pretty much like a polyurethane transmission mount, something a bit more stiffer, that might be a nice good additive or something. Watch out, kitty, do not walk across the street. Anyways, if that was to happen, I would actually jump to that, because this to me is okay for what it is, the solid transmission mount, but I do wish it wasn't as noisy. And I believe when you use the softer material, the polyurethane material, it insulates a lot of that noise that you would get back. I would like a stiffer driveline or stiffer transmission mount, but I don't want it completely solid. But for what it is, it's okay. So for the people who are really die-hard into it, I think this is a perfect modification if you go to the track, if you go to any type of spirited events, or even if you daily drive. It's really not any more louder than a GTR's transmission or an M4's transmission. To be quiet, it's actually quieter than those transmissions. So if you want any of those cars, if you ever driven any of those cars, the transmission mount should be perfectly fine. But if it's coming down to you just want the quiet noise, you don't want to hear anything, then just skip this modification for the time being. So once again, shout out to Mike. I appreciate you for sending me out this unit. It's a great product, great unit. I think it's relatively cheap for what it is. So guys, definitely check that out. It's really cool. Got to support these small companies that support us. But outside that, guys, you have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Check below for the links to the Dropbear. There's a rear-wheel drive option too. Add me at boostinmotion.ig, Facebook, and boostinmotion@gmail.com. You guys, thank you. Thank you everybody for watching. Do appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much. You can also check out the 2 links I posted for some of my other videos. Also on top of that, if you want to purchase some Boost in Motion merch, definitely check the link that I posted also. And finally, if you've been watching all my videos and you enjoy them, please hit the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.